are doing lesson 12 of unit 5, hours, minutes, and seconds. Let's explore time in hours, minutes, and seconds. I think, is this your warm-up? Yep.
52.
Page 52. You may open your books to page 52. Okay, but let's keep our voices off. Okay, this is called What You Know About. What do you know about 1 hour? Write down some notes and we'll share in a minute. Raise your hand. What do you know about an hour? Emma.
1 hour is 60 minutes.
1 hour equals 60 minutes. Okay, what else? Hadley?
It's kind of a long time.
It's kind of a long time, I agree. Especially when you're driving in the snow for an hour. Gabriella?
24 hours is a day.
Ooh, 24 hours equals 1 day. Quinn?
48 hours equals 2 days.
48 hours.
2 hours equals 3 days.
Shh. Okay, Jace?
We have a 12-hour clock.
Our clock is like 12 hours. Okay. All right, Michael?
1 hour has 1 hour in it.
Okay. Coral?
It's bigger than minutes.
It's bigger than minutes. Charlie?
72 hours is 3 days.
Good. Aaron?
A military clock is a 24-hour clock.
Right. And boy, does that confuse me.
Oh, I know how to make it.
Kira?
Oh, they're easy.
I don't know where it is, but how many seconds is it? I know. I just solved it.
Cade was doing it.
3,600.
3,600.
How many is in a day? How many
My
seconds?
goodness. All right. So, other than using hours, in what other ways can we measure time? Hadley?
Like by minutes, seconds, or days?
Yep. Mason?
Or milliseconds.
Milliseconds. Oh boy. Okay, we're not going there, guys. When might it be more helpful? When might it be more helpful to use hours than to use other units? Kaylin. Okay. Hadley?
Maybe we use a lot of times we go on really long bike rides. So if you're taking a bike ride, it might be really use.
If you were going for a long one. Yeah. Gabriella?
When you're cooking.
When you're cooking, maybe? Cade?
I figured out how many seconds are in the day.
Oh boy, how many?
86,400.
That's a lot of seconds. Wow, good job. When might it be more helpful to use minutes or seconds? Charlie? When you drive? Okay. Bella? Shorter periods of time, yes. Keston?
It's just more specific, and you can use it for, trying to be exact.
Yes. Kira?
If the time is less than an hour, you might want to use minutes. And if the time is less than a minute, you might want to use seconds.
All right, put your hands down. Those are all correct. Okay, it sounds to me like you guys know a lot about time. So, mark your spot with your pencil and close your book. On a weekday, how do you spend the hours between the time you wake up and the time you go to bed? Put your hands down. I want you to think of it in your head. How much time do you spend getting ready for school, going to school, and at school? How do you spend your time after school? You're thinking these in your head. Are you thinking about it? Okay. Take a quick minute to list your usual weekday routine, knowing that it may vary from day to day. You may choose to focus only on one day, like Monday. So I'm looking to see.
There's notes in the back.
There's notes in the back. Perfect. Go to your notes page in the back. Yeah, the very, very back. And it says a quick minute. So I'm going to give you about 1 minute. List your usual weekday routine. All right. How did you show the amount of time you spend on each activity? Aaron.
I spend about, like, our family spends about, like, it depends on what we're making for dinner, but we'll spend about 30 to 45 minutes in the kitchen together.
So how did you show that on your piece of paper? Okay. Hadley?
For like the shorter periods of times, I use like minutes and maybe seconds.
Okay.
But for like the longer periods of times, I use hours.
Hours? Okay. Braden?
So I have practice on Tuesdays. In a few weeks, I'll have practice 60% of the day.
Okay, so did you use percents?
No, I didn't
Oh.
write it. But
You didn't write it down. Okay. Okay, one more. Kira, how did you show it?
I show it by writing what day it is and then doing a dash.
Like a little dash next to each thing and saying how many minutes or something? Okay. All right, well, we're going to look at how Mai spends her day in hours and minutes. So, close your books. We're still all writing down our times. Close your books. You might have time to finish that later. But we're going to look, Coral, close your book. We're going to look at Mai. Books are closed. Okay, this table. So Mai used a table. Shows how she spends the time she is awake on a school day. So this is just a typical day. She labeled one column, activity. Then she separated hours and minutes. So her morning routine, she spends an hour. I'm guessing that's like waking up, eating breakfast, all that stuff. Getting to school, a half an hour. Time at school, 8 hours. Getting home from school, 3/4 of an hour. Homework and reading, 1.5 hours. Playing and family time, 2 hours. And her bedtime routine is 1/4 of an hour. Now, here's what you're doing. You're going to complete the table to show how many minutes Mai spends on each activity. Where it says, be prepared to explain or show your reasoning. You could write the math problem next to it. You can make like another column. I don't want to see just answers, okay? Nod your head if you understand. Okay. I think, do you have 2 questions? Oh, there's 3. How many hours does Mai spend at school? How many minutes is that? Explain or show how you know. And how many minutes does Mai sleep on a school night? Explain or show your reasoning. So, what do we need to know about hours and minutes to solve this? Riker.
60 minutes on an hour.
Okay, open up to that page, and at the top, I want you to write 60 minutes equals 1 HR means hour. M-I-N means minute. Okay. And I don't think we're going into seconds yet. So I think probably 10-ish. I know ish is not an actual unit of measurements. But 10 minutes. Work with your partner. Kate.
My partner's gone.
Your partner's gone. Yours is 2. All right. Those of you who are missing a partner up. We'll do that today. Okay? All right. 10 minutes. All right. First of all, let's start with our table. Everybody, 1 hour is how many minutes? 60. Okay. Half an hour.
30.
Time at school, 8 hours?
480.
Okay, hold on a minute. 6 times 8 is not 32. I had multiple people showing me that. 6 times 8 is? 48. Okay. Getting home from school, 3/4 of an hour?
45.
Very good. 1.5?
90.
2 hours?
120.
Bedtime routine?
15.
All right. Walking around, we all, minus this one where we were mixed up on math facts, I think we all understood number 1. I also have to say, nice job showing me your math problems. Okay? Then we got to number 2. Number 2 was a little bit harder. So it says, how many hours does Mai spend at school? 8. So that was easy. So she spends 8 hours. But then the second part says, how many minutes is that? Explain or show how you know. How many minutes is 8 hours? Jerica, how do you know? Oh yeah, we literally did that on the table. Does anybody need me to explain that one?
No.
Okay, so we figured out that was 480 minutes. Then we did number 3. Raise your hand if your group actually finished number 3. Okay. All right, we're going to rely on you guys to help us out here. Number 3 says, how many minutes does Mai sleep on a school night? Don't tell me answers. Put your hands down. Okay. Guys, this table right here, when she's doing these things, is she awake or asleep?
Awake.
She's awake. You know how many minutes she's awake. So if she's not awake, what is she doing? Sleeping. So tell me what the first step is. Not the answer. Brayden.
You do 30 plus 60 equals
So
90.
hold on. Do you need to add all of those? Okay. If you haven't, you're going to add these. And let me give you guys a little tip. Start with the ones that are easiest to add. The group I was working with, they started with 60 plus 30. They put a little check mark as they added them. What is 60 plus 30?
90.
Okay, now I have 90. Maybe I want to add 90 to 90 because I can do that in my head. What is 90 plus 90?
180.
Okay. Then, what if I add 45 plus 15? What do I get?
An hour.
1 hour.
Or, how many minutes?
60.
Okay, so then could I add 180 plus 60? Okay, 0 plus 0 is 0. What is 18 plus 6? Everybody?
24.
Okay, I'm up to 240. Then I'm going to add 120. If I add that, we have 360. And all I have left is 480, right? So then I can take 360 plus 480. 80. 0 plus 0 is?
0.
6 plus 8?
14.
4 down. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 plus 4.
8.
Okay, some of you guys told me that's the answer.
No.
This is a two-stepper. She was awake for 840 minutes. Let's think about this. If she is awake for 840 minutes, how in the world will we figure out how long she was asleep? Okay, Hadley.
Maybe you could transfer it into hours and minus it by count 24 hours.
So we could change 840 minutes to hours and then subtract from 24 hours. That is one way. What is another way? Brayden.
So you subtract 840 from 1,440.
Now just a minute. Where did you get 1,440?
I got it because that's how many minutes are in one day.
So 24 hours equals 1,440 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just another way. Both methods get you an answer, okay? So you could, and that's the way I chose to solve it, is I subtracted then the total hours in a day minus the hour or the minutes she was awake. So what is 0 minus 0?
0.
4 minus 4?
0.
14 minus 8.
6.
I know she was asleep for 600 minutes. Okay? That was a hard problem. Okay?
Easy.
Yeah, Riker?
It's 10 hours.
If you switched it back to 10 hours, it would be 10 hours. Okay? All right. Are we ready for activity 2?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Oh, we just synthesized. Launch. Put your pencils down unless you're finishing up activity 1. Have you used a timer or a stopwatch to count the number of seconds of doing something?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you have. Okay, Cade, what were you doing?
Timing myself to get my reading time.
Reading time, yeah. Jace.
Shower.
Oh, shower, yeah. Quinn.
A nap.
You time your naps?
Yes.
Love it.
I usually do it for 2 hours.
Love it. I need 2-hour naps.
I time myself for soccer.
For soccer. Last one, Michael.
I time myself to see how long it takes to get somewhere.
Okay. I hear the word stopwatch, and it takes me back. Who swims? Where are my swimmers at? And yeah, and then that's how they get your time when you swim. Okay, which one is longer? 1 minute or 1 second, everybody?
1 minute.
How does a minute compare to a second? How does it compare? Kira. Say it again.
60 seconds.
So 60 seconds are in 1 minute. You guys agree?
Yes.
You would be correct. Okay. Now, here is activity 2. Diego set a timer to make sure that things are not done for too long or too short an amount of time. Anybody recognize that screen? I don't know, you guys. It's off the iPhone. Yeah. Actually, I don't know what a Droid would look like, so an Android phone, so Droid. You know what I mean. The phones that are not an iPhone, I don't know what it would look like. Okay, so it looks like Diego is timing himself in minutes, brushing his teeth, showering. heating a cup of milk in the microwave, break during homework time, a quick workout, and daily reading. So just like the last activity, you're going to complete the table with the number of seconds. Somewhere on your paper, you need to write 60 seconds. Write it down, Michael. Equals 1 minute.
What's the abbreviation for second?
I think it's SEC.
Yeah, okay.
You can abbreviate. Okay. So, just like before, I want you to complete the table, but they didn't give you very much room because of the timer. So maybe you could write your little math problem on the left-hand side this time. Okay? So you're going to show your work. And then number 2, Diego, notice that on a television channel, commercial breaks are often between 1.5 and 2.5 minutes long each. How long are they in seconds? Explain or show your reasoning. Do I need to see a math problem?
Yes.
Number 3, Diego's workout starts with 4 minutes of warm-up and stretching, followed by 100 seconds of jumping jacks. If he works out for 10 minutes exactly, how many more seconds are left in his workout? I notice seconds. Okay. Same as before, 10-ish minutes, and then we'll meet back